Good morning, WW Robinson. Today is January 25th, 2019, and it is Friday, finally. It is day 4 in our rotation. I have Abby with me this morning. How are you, Abby? Are you glad it's Friday? Me too. It's been a long week. All right. Can you tell us what's for lunch today?
Plants of chicken, vegetable, fries, rice, toast salad, beans, grapes, pineapple chunks, choice and milk.
All right. So I might have to try this out and see if it's as good as my Asian chicken chunks. Have you tried this yet? You did? Did you like it? Oh, no. Okay. Well, I might try it out today. I'll let you know what my verdict is, okay? All right. And we have a student with the best name ever, Jennifer, to tell us about the weather. So slide on back. Come on over here. Come over. All right. What is the weather today?
Cloudy.
It is cloudy. Thank you so much. You have a great Friday. And we have Nate to lead us in the pledge. So please stand. All right, Nate, you are ready. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job, Nate. Please join me for a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, we have some birthdays to announce today. So celebrating today on the 25th, we only have one birthday, and that is John Leland. So happy birthday, John. And then celebrating tomorrow on the 26th, we have Camden Carter, Giovanni Galliano, I think I said that right, Emily Garco, Ronisa Johnson, and Estriel, there we go, Perez. And then on Sunday, we have Austin Miller and Michael Thomas. So happy birthday to those folks. Hope you have a great day. And I don't have any staff birthdays today, but we have some special guests. So I'm going to let them come over. I'm not sure. They wouldn't really tell me what they wanted. So I'm going to let you hop off and let our special guests come over here. They're being very secretive with me. So come all the way on here so we can see both of you. Whose class are you from? Miss Bagnell's class. All right. So what do you got for us this morning?
Happy Principal Appreciation Week.
Happy Principal Appreciation Week. Thank you.
This is for all of your chicken chunk needs. Love, the third grade teacher.
Oh, I wish it was Asian chicken chunk today. That would make it even better, wouldn't it? All right. Thank you so much. I can stick it right there. Oh, gift card. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you, third grade. That is so awesome. I can't wait to read all my cards. And then I believe we have another guest. She's going to give out some prizes, but I don't think they're to me. Are they?
No.
Nope. She says nope. All right. Come on over. What do you got here?
The name for the door prizes.
The name for the door prizes who came last night to STEM night?
Yep.
All right. Did you shake it up good? All right. Shake it up good. What's the
Okay.
first one?
A Lego set.
A Lego set. Here, you want me to hold that up for you? All right, here's the Lego set. This is for the first drawing. All right. Go ahead. And the winner is?
Charlotte Arnold in Miss Hahn's third grade class.
All right, Charlotte Arnold. Do you want him to come down after the announcements?
Yeah.
Okay, so come down after the announcements to get your prize.
The second prize is a Kiva Brain Builder.
Oh, Kiva Brain Builders. Ooh, that looks neat. Who's the lucky winner?
Zoe, Neff, and Miss Funkhauser's birthday class.
All right, Zoe Neff. And I think we have one more prize.
For the snaps. It's heavier than I thought.
Oh, Snap Circuits. Okay. The winner is
Harper Griffin and Miss Lanen's second grade class.
Harper Griffin and Miss Lanen's class. All right. Thank you so much. Did you have a good time last night?
Yes.
I thought it was an awesome job last night. Thank you to all the volunteers that helped and made it such a great event. It went off wonderful. And again, thank you to all the science fair people that did science fair projects. You did an awesome job. It was a great evening last evening. We were having a lot of science in the building. All right. Thank you, Ellie.
You're welcome.
And Abby, do you have any shout outs? Come on over.
Miss Joy's class, Alex, my brother, and Miss I's class, and then my cousin in Miss I's class, Brandon.
All right. So when we left off yesterday in our book, he told us about the 2 weeks that happened before he got the dog, and how his brothers were torturing him with his helmet. So being a little brother, I'm used to the twins torturing me, honestly. It doesn't even bother me all that much. I know they're just kidding around. When Billy comes after me at school, I know his goal is to make me miserable. But the twins are really just trying to be funny. My brothers aren't big on words, and this is their way of showing me they care. At least, that's what my dad told me when my mom sent him in to talk to me. The night before my new dog arrived, I was so excited I couldn't sleep. He was trained in Tennessee at a special farm. Service dogs have lots of skills, and they help a lot of different people. There are service dogs for people who are blind or deaf, for people who have seizures, for people unable to walk. Dr. Helen told us that some dogs are trained to know when a person is about to have a heart attack. When I asked how you train a dog to learn that, Dr. Helen told me she had no idea, but the dogs are the most attuned to human emotions out of all the other animals in the world. I guess there are animals that are smarter than dogs, like orangutans and chimps, but when it comes to empathy, dogs are the best. Dr. Helen described the farm like a college for dogs. A lot of dogs go, but only a few ever graduate. Some dogs train for more than 2 years. The father of one of our former patients used to train dogs for the Army, but now he's one of the head trainers at that farm. His name is Action Jackson, and she said he's famous in the dog training world. His daughter, Lola Beth, was born premature like me and weighed even less than I did. I guess it's a good thing Dr. Helen has saved so many of her patients' lives, because they all are very grateful and would do anything for her, like let me skip the waiting list and get my dog right away. As long and boring as those 14 days were, the day the dog arrived was even longer. I camped out at the bay window in our living room from 8 in the morning on. It's the best view of the street in front of our house, and it's really cozy because Mom made a super soft and thick pillow cushion for it, and she even put in a cup holder. I'm serious, she really did put one in, right into the cushion. Mom says that having a house full of boys means you have to be a little more creative if you want to have nice things. Anyway, I waited and waited and waited until eventually I got all warm and toasty sitting in the sun and fell asleep, with my face pressed up against the glass. The only good thing I can say about this giant ugly helmet is that it was like having a pillow built into your head. And when I say only, I definitely mean only. I woke up to the sound of the doorbell. Bolting off the cushion, I ran to the door. It took me a minute to realize why the delivery guys were looking at me funny. Duh, I had the helmet on. I also had an indentation from the window across my cheek. I unbuckled my helmet and threw it to the side. Mom, my dog's here. He's finally here. One of the delivery guys wheeled in a crate so massive, I couldn't see my dog yet. My mom came downstairs to sign the paperwork, took one look at the side of the crate, and immediately started freaking out. Wait a second. What's in there? A dog or a pony? Why is the crate so big? How do we even know there's a dog in there? Do you transport other animals? The last thing I need is to open that crate and have a tiger come out and maul my son. Delivery guys were obviously tired from their long drive, and they ignored my mom. They told her it was definitely a dog because they walked it in. I can't talk because they walked it an hour ago. And size was not their department. Their job was done as soon as they signed the paperwork. I sprang into action at that point by grabbing the pen and clipboard from the guy and thrusting it into my mom's hand. Mom, sign the paper. Come on, sign the paper. These guys are tired. They've been driving for days. They want to go home and see their wives and kids. My mom laughed and signed the paper. The guys took their clipboard and left. Okay, I will now admit that I was a little surprised at the size of the crate, too. It was huge, like almost 4 feet tall. I unlocked the crate and the door swung open. 2 dark eyes stared out at me. I slowly backed away from the crate, and as I did, the biggest, blackest dog I've ever seen walked out of the crate. He was huge. His head was huge, way bigger than my head. All I could manage to say was, whoa. But I didn't have to say anything because my mom started saying everything for me. What the? Oh my goodness. Look at the size of his. I've never seen such a big. Oh, there has to be a mistake because this dog is, I knew I shouldn't have signed that paper before I should go call someone. There must be a mistake. Benji, whatever you do, do not let that horse-sized dog pee on my white carpet. And then she ran to the kitchen to go make a phone call. Meanwhile, the dog walked around our living room, smelling the furniture, smelling the carpet, circling the couch. Finally, he came right up to me and opened his mouth, and the biggest tongue I've ever seen up close and personal, as opposed to on the Disney Channel or Animal Planet Channel, came out of his mouth and licked me in my face. The tongue was so big, it almost knocked me over. I put my good hand in front of my nose, which is what I read online, in front of his nose, which is what I read online that you're supposed to do when you first meet a new dog. It's so the dog can get used to the smell and know that I'm friendly. Only then can you move to pet his head. His fur was silky, soft, and smooth. Hi, doggy. My name is Benji. What's your name? Huh? The dog opened his mouth again. I thought he was going to lick the other half of my face, but instead, he said, very nice to meet you, Benji. My name is Parker Elvis Pembroke IV. You may call me Parker Elvis Pembroke or Mr. Pembroke if you prefer. So this place is much smaller than I imagined. Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, did I just read that correctly? Did he say the dog talked? Well, I'm here to tell you that you did read correctly. And yes, the dog did talk. And that's exactly what he said, word for word. But if you're surprised, you should be, because when it happened, I was just as surprised as you are. So much so that I didn't even know what to say. My first thought was that the twins were playing a joke on me. And my second thought was that perhaps I was having some weird allergic reaction to the dog. And my third thought was that I imagined the whole thing because I'm pretty smart kid, and I know that dogs do not talk. I would have totally gone with number 3, but then the dog, or rather Parker Elvis Pembroke IV, cleared his throat. Excuse me, did you hear what I said? I said this place is much smaller than I imagined. Do you know how to talk, young man? I found this really weird because the dog was talking to me like I was the weird one. Yes, I can talk. I'm a human and we're supposed to talk, but you are talking because you're a dog and I don't think you can talk. I'm kind of surprised by all this. You are talking, right? Or am I having an episode? Am I having an episode? I don't know how good a job you're doing helping me. I feel like it's warm in here. Are you warm? You have lots of hair, so maybe you're warm all the time. But I think, and then I fainted. I woke up a second later, lying on the couch with the dog licking my face. I took a deep breath. Okay, maybe I got a little overexcited that the dog had finally arrived, and I just fainted like how I always faint. And then I had a dream that the dog talked, and then I woke up. This is when the dog opened his mouth and said, "Are you okay, young man? It appears you fainted." So much for this being a crazy dream. I'm okay. I faint all the time. It's kind of no big deal around here. But why did you faint? Was it something I said? Are you ill? May I fetch you anything? Yes. In fact, it was something you said. I mean, not what you said, but you said anything at all. Dogs don't normally talk. I guess you're the first dog I've ever had, so I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure I would have heard if dogs could talk. Well, I can't speak for all dogs, but I can talk. Well, let me rephrase. All dogs can talk to one another, and I can certainly talk to anyone, but most people don't understand me when I do. So I guess that makes you special. There was that word again, special. What I wouldn't give to just be regular. So, did someone tell you my house would be bigger than it is? No one told me your house would be bigger than this because I don't even know you. We just met. What I'm merely trying to explain is that I read many books about this place so as to be prepared for my stay, and it looks very different from what I imagined in my head. So, are we in the East Wing or the West Wing? Perhaps we're in the house for staff quarters. Did I need to come through the delivery entrance for security purposes? I suppose that would be normal protocol upon entry here. I know. Are you a child of one of the employees? Now I was totally lost. I mean, it's confusing enough to have a dog talking to you, but then to have him talk to you and have no clue what exactly he's talking about is off the charts confusing. And so we will stop there for today. I'm wondering where he thinks he was supposed to be. What do you think? All right. So you can choose to be the kind of leader that you would follow and make it a great day. So long.